PHX Network says successfully started the stream. PHX Network says switching to live scene. PHX Network says scene switch to live.
Ba-doo-be-ding dong, ba-ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Steve Washburn says, hey all, hope the day was a good one.
Oh yeah.
Steve Washburn says cheer 85. Marco Buck says
Thank
Steve
you.
Washburn says cheer 85 friends. Jose Camden says they love it. Boss Lady Truckerch's wife says hey hey.
Howdy. Holes are awfully small. Now see, if I was on the other side of the lake, this wouldn't be a big deal.
Says look at that electrical hazard.
What electrical hazard? Tell me what hazard is there. You just look at a bunch of wires and say, that's a hazard. Have you ever looked under the dash of your car? It's worse than that. Can you drive that son of a bitch every day? Next question. Wrong again, OG. Wrong again. That is actually a very safe wiring component. It actually has two sets of fusible links and a toggle switch. A toggle switch per unit, by the way. Next.
Rick Ligner WX says hey hey Ron in chat.
See, appearances may be deceiving, but that's because I have everything run on an independent, on its own independent line.
Wife says hello everyone.
It may look like shit, but that's because everything is hooked up independently in this fish house. So that way not one thing can cause another thing to catch fire or short out.
Outdoors with Oxezo, you should look into Tangia. It is a pretty cool sound/clip/video bot for streams.
Oh yeah? The problem is that I have with going to with what's trending lately is I'm always changing shit then. And like tonight, I won't be able to stream that long because I have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I have to drive my ass. What would normally be an hour and a half drive for my job is now going to be probably a lot more than that because the roads out here are glare ice. Knew that was going to happen. Always right at the bottom. That's the one downside that Ion really has, is redrilling holes. They're not real good at it. Yeah. As you can see, it gets pretty violent if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah. Cover. I'll finally work a half a day tomorrow. And they're talking Thursday off. That'll give me all day to get things cleaned up before I stream.
Gadachi 2015 says catching any fish.
I don't catch fish on the stream. Exclamation point hooks. I'm actually really offended.
Arcobot says Rio First Rounds RP has redeemed 2,000 points for hydrate.
You're going to be waiting a while. I'm busy.
Rio First Rounds RP says so fishing that bad, huh?
What do you mean fishing that bad? I just got out here. I worked all day.
Rio First Rounds RP says I bet dig a hole in the ice is a pain in the ass.
I don't even know if we'll see a fish tonight the way this weather's working, but we're definitely going to try. I'm going to hook up Lolly's lure. Lolly is on her way down to the Twin Cities to stay at my in-laws before the really bad weather comes in, because she's flying out to Puerto Rico.
Barber F says at Reoccurse Realms RP not, but he's got a drill.
Need me a big old bitter.
Reoccurse Realms RP says how thick is the ice rod?
Thick enough. Thick enough. Now, fire off the old Hummin' Dummin' Bird. I'm gonna have to bring home and charge up tonight. Actually, I could charge it while I'm here.
Sniping Barber F says cool looking rattle reel. Roger White says evening kids.
Howdy, 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 howdy. Turn all this off. This way.
Hello 2506 says I'm here.
You're here. You don't want to watch this. This is called fishing. I don't know if you know what this is called. This is called ice fishing. Do you remember how to do this even? Do you remember how to do this? I'm just wondering. Miss you though, but I'm just wondering if you remember how to do this, that's all.
Sniping Barber F says LOL. Outdoors with Og says I sure as hell don't. Elma 2506 says no, not at all.
I believe it. I believe it.
Bring It Around says good evening gang. Hey Ron, how did the work gig go today?
Long day today. Gonna be even longer tomorrow. And I'm only supposed to work a half a day. The rename command's not gonna work on this one. It's IRL chats, but can't get the other one to work.
Says evening.
They won't let me log into the other one. It gets the authorized page and that's it.
Hillbilly Hermit says looks like none of you will be doing this after come Thursday.
Why wouldn't we?
Bring It Around says do you think you'll enjoy the work for a long time?
Oh yeah.
Hermit says 20 inches, yikes.
That's not so bad.
Sniping Barber F says I think they still have a few weeks of it. Roger White says that ground blizzard with road sucked coming home from NL today. But Emma did good driving in that shit. Outdoors with Og says how much are we supposed to get in total by the time it's all done?
Anywhere from 15 to 24 inches.
Outdoors with Og says, well, fuck my life.
See if it takes it now.
Boss Lady Trucker Chit's wife says it's inches minus 22 inches for here. Crazy. Outdoors with Og says I still had 2 inches of solid ice on my driveway. Amson Gaming Zone Nostalgia says Bitcoin is up 50% this year. Happy days.
Never got into it. I didn't see what the hell it was worth. That wind is hauling ass. Something's messing with it.
Roger White says it's terrible.
You guys watching that rattle reel? Come on. I pulled it out of his mouth. I pulled it out of his mouth. Should have waited. Should have known he just had the tail. My bad. Getting rammy.
Sniping Barber F says calm your tits wrong.
I'm working on it.
Sniping Barber F says seems like you're marking a lot.
A lot of it braid mark.
Richard White says rock bear me, rock bear me, rock bear me, rock bear me.
Oh, hit it again. They're already on it.
Sniping Barber F says Edith. Office 37 says hello Hypetus guys.
Poppies, what's happening? This is the dangerous part about not running a bobber, because I don't know if you still got it or not. Nope. Now the question is did he thrash the minnow off of it? Well, looks like it's still wiggling down there pretty good. Double check this one now. Since whatever's down there decided to run away. Make sure there wasn't no
Boss Lady Trucker Chit's wife says cheer 113. Also Boss says Boss Lady Trucker Chit's wife says cheer 113. Sniping Barber F says it's the second Jimmy White says $50. Use a registered sign gift card at the war will be arriving soon.
What? Oh, Jamal, you didn't have to do all that. Thank you.
Boss Lady Trucker Chit's wife says, hey Jimmy.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Boss Lady Trucker Chit's wife says you're awesome, Jimmy. Gemily1 says, how's it, house lady?
We had 2 hits and I screwed one up.
Papa Trisk says, good evening, brother.
Papa Chris, what's happening? If I get off early tomorrow, I can unload all this stuff I took out of the Redneck Ice Castle, bring that down in the basement. I told Lolly I'd clean up my mess down there, get the studio ready to go, because when the ice starts coming off the lake, I'll just have to do shows from the studio for a while. By the sounds of it, I'll be working 12 to 14 hours a day all summer long.
Papa Trisk says, snowing down there.
Yep. It's not so much snowing now, but we got a lot of wind right now, blowing the snow all the way across. My road to coming out here is non-existent anymore. I appreciate y'all's support despite me not being a full-time streamer anymore, not putting the hours in I used to be. It helps out a lot. I mean, it's still getting used to cover the cost for this stuff. I won't get a paycheck for at least a month, so I'm using it to definitely cover the cost of all this stuff that we're still doing. I get paid bi-weekly, and as y'all know, you gotta work the first 2 weeks and then wait, and then they use that first paycheck that first 2 weeks on your payroll. So
Roger White says, I can't see lights in town like normal. But ground blizzard going on right now.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have somebody come out and plow the access out.
Gemily1 says we're expecting about 17 inches in the next 3 days.
We're expecting anywhere from 15 to 24.
Trucker Chad says you are going home tonight.
Oh yeah, I'll probably spend.
Outdoor says at Roger White NMN.
I'll probably be. I'll probably be home every night, just because I still have Scooter and Al to take care of. See, next year I'm going to take this shelf down and I'm gonna put the battery bank underneath this bench that I'm sitting on. Will be a flip up bed next year. It'll be a flip up so I can sit here in a regular chair. And when I'm not spending the night out here, I'll be laid off all next winter, so y'all can.
Richard White says at Michigan Outdoors, I'm 30 miles from Ron in central MN.
You can guarantee next winter I'll be spending a lot of time out here. That's why I'm gonna bust my ass all summer long, get things caught up. I will have weekends. I was told by my boss today that I will have weekends to go out and do some camping and things like that. And I do intend on doing that. We got a brand new 80-volt chainsaw I plan on working the piss out of. I'm going to have Rotax style bonfires.
Michigan Outdoors says that Richard White was looking at the MN radar. Looks pretty serious.
Hell, this is the mild part right now. Bad stuff's coming.
Richard White says, is Lolly on her trip?
She went down to the cities early. Sent her down tonight, so she's not trying to drive through it Wednesday night. She kept asking me if I was going to miss her. I'm like, hell no, you going to Puerto Rico. Why would I miss you going to Puerto Rico?
Big C Toy says, good evening. The temperature is
Howdy.
trying to stay the F inside tonight.
Oh, I've already been outside.
Boss Lady Truckridge and Spike says at Michigan Outdoors, yes, we have a massive storm coming. Papa Trisk says, are you going to be able to find your way to Isle for a weekend this summer? Michigan Outdoors says we have a winter storm watch, but I think it's because of the freezing rain.
My boss
says hope she has a blast. I could have made myself fit in her suitcase.
You could have went with her. If you'd have said something. Her parents rent an apartment down there. All you had to do was pay for the plane ticket down. Yeah, her parents rent an apartment down there for the winter.
Richard White says, well ahead.
I'll go next year, since I'm going to be laid off for the winter.
Outdoors says, forgot to ask, did you start the new job today?
I did. Got my company car. Can you believe they gave a dumb fucker like me a really nice laptop? Wait till Barrican gets to nerd out in here.
Richard White says shit. Stupid phone.
Hey, Ruger,
Michigan Outdoors says, wow, nice, congrats again.
Thank you. Ruger, if you remember when we piled everybody into this son bitch that winter? There's like 6 people standing in this damn thing.
Sniping Barber F says, where is that ultra nerd anyway? Barrican says, I've already been fist deep in your laptop like a $10 for LOL.
Yeah, but what you're really going to want to see is the fucking hotspot they give me.
There he is. LOL.
They gave me a Netgear Nighthawk Wi-Fi router that is on the emergency line, like emergency services line. Like literally, I'm probably gonna get service just about everywhere. Oh shit. They done fucked up now. They done give me a whole lot of internet somehow. I really just want to pack up and drive back to that lake where I was having internet issues and try it out, but that's a half hour each way. I might go out there this weekend and say fuck it.
Meva Pine says make sure you can use it for personal reasons, lol.
Oh, they already set a code. I said, so what if I want to use it to play Xbox in my fish house? He said, go ahead. Doesn't cost us any more either way.
Sniping Barber F says personal.
I can use the car for limited personal, but I'm not allowed to. One, I'm not allowed to drive it on the lake.
57 says, is your ice house taped down to keep from blowing across the lake, Ron?
Oh, it won't go nowhere.
American says, don't talk about too loud. Og might run out and buy one so he can stream once a year, lol.
It's not available to the public. It's for emergency
Sniping
services.
Barber F says, LMAO Barican.
It's for emergency services. It's the same hotspot they run in like ambulances and shit like that. You want to know how I know it's not available?
Sniping Barber F says, once a year you're asking too much.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking gnarly.
Outdoors with Og says, is Barican talking shit about me again? I can't tell because I have him blocked. Sniping Barber F says, lol. Budgiebird 5 says, hello Ron, how are you?
I'm doing good, Budgie Bird. How you doing?
Roger Wife says at Budgiebird 5 or Netfrocken. Budgiebird 5 says good here, thanks. Boss Lady Truckerchit's wife says at Budgiebird 5 hello. Michigan Outdoors says that Nighthawk is a very good modem.
Yeah, well, this is the emergency band one. It's not available to the public.
Grub says bring on the snow.
Reminds me I should plug some phones in since I'm run the generator. Work phone.
Budgiebird 5 says hey at Roger Wife, much love. Michigan Outdoors says ATT.
Yep, it's an AT&T setup. Basically, that emergency band at Carver that we don't get until at night when the stream gets really good, I can now tap into that all the time. They've only found one spot so far here in the state of Minnesota that doesn't work very well. It still works, it's just really slow.
Budgiebird 5 says hey at Boss Lady Truckerchit's wife, much love.
Lolly made it to her parents fine. For sure.
Michigan Outdoors says FirstNet is what they call it. It's on its own towers. Budgiebird 5 says hey at Barican. Barican says hey Budgiebird 5, how's it going? Budgiebird5 says doing good here, thanks a Berica.
Hey, Barrican. So this is what TTS does now for me. So it goes to the authorized page. You hit authorize. It goes click here, and then it just goes back. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big fucking minnow on that one. We're gonna let him run with that for a minute. You gonna keep taking it? We're gonna let him run with that for a little while. Swallow that whole thing. So that's gonna be a good one. He's tail grabbing that. Oh, you didn't let it go.
Budgiebird5 says we will go fishy fishy.
Maybe it's not as good as I thought. Dude, that minnow was as big as you. Wally. Everybody say hello to Walter. Walter, you cannot keep the minnow. Walter. Where's my hook remover?
Biker 575,757 says hi Walter. Roger White says Ron Clefo.
Buddy, I'm going to need you to let that go. I do not want to damage your teeth, so please let it go.
Katie Liddick says 31 let's go shake, 31 let's go shake, 31 let's go shake.
Ladies and gentlemen, Walter is unharmed. But he did foobar that minnow pretty good. Lolly's lure. That's Lolly's lure. She said put a yellow one on. That was her exact words. Put a yellow one on. And that yellow one hit. Just don't tell my FLM people that I caught that. Alright, the FLM. Don't let them know that I caught that.
Arcobot says Boss Lady Trucker Chin's wife created a clip, https://clips.twitch.tv/dirtyenchanting Salamander Warrior NQXLF1ZW Vodkill. Sniping Barber F says while I missed it.
That's pretty common for you. You're too busy just fucking around. Fucking around. Supposed to be in here keeping me company, paying attention. You're out whoring around on other channels. I'm going to try and reel this one up a little bit. See if maybe a crappie will come in on it.
BudgieBird5 says didn't see anything.
Because you're freaking blind. Been hanging out with Ricky Bobby again. What you been doing? See, look, as soon as I lift it up, well, Wall-E comes back.
Berikin says you got the right URL in there and using the right Twitch account.
Yep, it's the same one you and I loaded up. It's the exact same one. I had to uninstall and reinstall IRL chat to get it back to that, but then when I tried to hit the go into it through Google Chrome,
Berikin says double check the Twitch account it's trying to log in with.
Ron Cleveland.
Berikin says my guess it's using the outdoors one?
Nope. No, because if I even try to go into it outside of Twitch,
Berikin says hit log out and try logging in again.
done that 3 times. Okay. So now I go to the speech chat bot page itself, it does that. And then I hit reload. And it says page isn't working.
Berikin says standby mall 1T1 is looking at something.
Okay. Yeah, it's the same way. It's everything's the same as we loaded up the other night.
It's Big Loki says hey Ron. How's it going?
Pablogi, what's happening? Oh, we got one Wally Gator. Walter came to visit tonight. I got one kind of lurking mid-drift here. See if he jumps on it. You know what? Hell with it, I'm just going to leave it up here.
It's Maple Okie says as a Maryland dude, I am always amazed by the ice fishing contraptions.
The only reason I got into so many ice rods, to be honest with you.
Barikin says try now.
And it says 502 Bad Gateway. I'll log out. And then I will log back in. I will go to TTS. Hey, they let me in. So that means I can shut this one off.
It's Papa Loki says test.
It's working. It's working. Militia, thank you. Barikin, thank you.
Boss Lady says yay, it's working.
Ruger White yells thank goodness.
OG says testes. Boss Lady says I'm going to go change my name now.
Well, now we just need another fish. One fan running and this thing charging the wireless mics had a 20% drop in battery. Around 20 to 25% drop in battery. So I'm figuring if I put 2 lithium batteries in here over the course of next summer and a couple of solar panels. And a buddy of mine made a really good point because he said, look at your roof. He said, does it melt the snow off of there? I said, not unless it's really bright and sunny. He said, you're going to want to put them on the side of the fish house. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the outside walls, the tin off. I didn't want to go that far into this. I was like, I'm just going to run it the way it is. I'm going to put backers in this wall, that wall, and this wall to reinforce everything. I'm just going to put kickers because they put the studs every 2 foot in center on this house. So I'm just going to put kickers where the solar panels will be. They're most likely going to be mounted on that side.
Loki asks, did I see you in a 30 show clip with crazy long hair?
No. I had long beard. I had a really long beard, but I didn't ever had long hair. Hell, I ain't got no hair. Check it out. I mean, unless I was doing a convertible mullet like Hulk Hogan.
Pine asks, I thought you were building a $25,000 shack?
I am, but I got to redo this one so I can stay in this one.
Says every 2 foot? Wow, really as a crack shack?
No, that's pretty standard for fish houses. That's normal for home-built fish houses.
It's Papa Loki says I have the same hair format.
That's not uncommon. A lot of your home-built shacks are are 2 foot on center. You don't need to have them every 16 on center. Because the plan is to have a TV up on this wall to watch, and then a TV up there for the fish camera. Because then during the daytime, I'll fish one hole and the fish camera down. I was going to cut a second hole in, or a third hole in, but I'm like, yeah. It's kind of a nice thing about the crack shack.
Old houses used 12 on center and 2x4s were actually 2x4.
Yeah, this is the old fishing house. This ain't a regular live-in house. A lot of people built them 2 foot on center, so you cut a lot of wall studs out. It cuts weight out. All I'm going to do is put backers in there, so when I screw my solar panels in, they go into a chunk of wood back behind the tin. Because I think I'm going to put 3 solar panels, 3 maybe 4 solar panels, but I'm thinking 3 solar panels on that side of the fish house. Which means that side of the fish house always has to face south.
Oh, I know. Just saying for the younger folks that don't understand that a 2x4 isn't 2x4 anymore for some reason.
Nope. Was it 1.5 inches by 2.5 is what it actually is now? Which I never understood why people go to lumber yards to buy finished
Something
wood.
weird like that.
I don't understand why people just don't go to the mills. Why people just don't go to the sawmill and buy actual 2x4s.
Cuz Home Depot. Badass Boss Lady says I'm back.
Oh shit, somebody just tried calling me. What's up, brother? You ain't gonna tell me nothing. You want your butthole really puckered? Get a brand new company car and drive home in it. On them roads. Yeah, I bet. You home again already? You home again already? Yep, took me an hour and a half on a 40. 45. And then I gotta get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I gotta drive all the way to Delano. Yep. It's literally pushing the wall in on the front of my shack. I'm watching my wall flex. Yep. Yeah, I better. Now you know what I had to drive through for 8 years, 8.5 years. I drove that through all that shit. Yes, I have. I was actually out there last summer. Yep.
John says evening.
Yeah, I bet not.
Boss lady says hey John.
Last summer, I slid backwards on that fucking hill with the trailer on and the van. Last spring.
Big Daddy says at Barracan, updating name Boss Lady Trucker Chad's wife to Badass Boss Lady in all the database tables. This may take time. At Barracan, username Boss Lady Trucker Chad's wife headed to Badass Boss Lady in 5 tables. OG asks. John says how things going.
It was probably a good thing you brought the Yukon out there. They had that front end weight from the plow.
Boss Lady says wow, I didn't realize it would be that complicated.
Yeah.
Budgiebird5 asks hey at NH Captain how are you?
Damn. Well, that's the advantage you got with that plow is that fucker's got down pressure.
John says hey Budgie how you doing? Barracan says it normally isn't, but if you want your mod powers to work without you getting banned it is.
It was glare ice out here yesterday, and all this snow that's coming is going right up on the access out here. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not worried about this 22 inches of fucking ice out here. It was great because they're talking. Oh yeah, you're only gonna work a half a day tomorrow. You're only gonna work a half a day. Then I get the message tonight. Oh yeah, you're going to Delano. Oh, so you mean I'm working all day? Well, you're the only one who didn't complain about driving in the weather, and I'm like, son of a bitch. It don't matter. You go east on 12. The wife said all the way through Grove City's glare ice and shit. Yeah, well, I mean, 4 and 2 and all them running north and south are fucking glare ice and shit. Damn.
Ms. Dabbs says hello.
Yeah, they said I-80's closed too.
Where are we at? Budgiebird5 says good here, thanks at NH Captain, nice here today.
No. I mean, if I got stranded out here tomorrow, I wouldn't be mad. I'll just make sure I bring the dogs with me. Well, I definitely don't go in day after Thursday. They already called that off. Yep. You going over to where we were? Zach and Bailey filled a bucket over there again last night. Yeah, well, they went out last night. Yeah, where'd you put them? Where Zach was sitting, or where I was sitting, or where you were sitting? Yeah, he shouldn't have had any problems then. I hit every night I was out there. It slowed down a little bit, but he must be doing way too much jigging. Instead of just let him take it. See, check his. Oh, I yeah. I mean, that's all we've been doing. I just set the bobber on the rattle reel and leave enough slack in there for him to run with it a little bit. And when it starts rattling, I quit even using a rod out there. It was pointless. Shit,
It's
I
Papa
should
Loki
have just
asks
gave
you
him them
see
gold hooks,
Vexies
man.
lose this rod and holder to a pike? His.
Yeah, they run through there quite a bit. You just put them on them gold hooks, man. I've just been beating the piss out of them with just them plain gold hooks. That is my most productive lure. The big ass gold hooks, man. Like I said, when they're in there heavy, no more than I get one drop, the other one's going off. That's it. I don't do anything but that. Shane got a nice 16, 17-inch walleye out here last night, and then I got a little dink today, and then he got another dink last night. But then Matt got a 21 and a quarter over where he was sitting. They're far and few between here, but when you do get them, they're nice and thick. You can tell they've been eating here. Hell, even the little one's got a pot belly to them. Drop this down a little lower. Seems like you let it lay right next to the bottom. I got one of them yellow jig heads on. The jig heads we got up at Cass Lake. That's what I hit my walleye on today. Just lip hooked it, let him run with it for a little while.
Jonah Ray says Taquita won Butta.
So, no, he had that sumbitch. I mean, I had to be careful because he had it. I had him hooked good, but I didn't want to tear his gill plating out. So it's like performing surgery. All right, well, I'm going to get back to streaming here. I'm going to be probably done in about a half hour or so. All right, I'll holler at you later. Bye. Damn. All right. No, I didn't see Vexy lose. I haven't been able to catch Vexy streaming in a while. Usually when I'm not streaming, I'm pretty busy. So, like tomorrow, I'll get home tonight. I'll pull the company car into the garage, so that's good and thawed out when I get into it.
John says, how was the first day?
Loved it. But they gonna test me tomorrow. I'm pretty sure they want to see if I do what I say I can do, and that's pretty much drive anytime, anywhere. So they're sending me the furthest out tomorrow.
OG asks, what did they give you for a vehicle?
I got a 2023 Subaru Impreza 5-door Sport Coupe.
Budgiebird5 says, good to hear Ron.
Yeah, 2023 Impreza Sport Coupe 5-door. It's got all the fancy bells and whistles in it.
OG asks AWD.
That's the only way Subarus come. I get a new one every 100,000 miles. New car. Which, if they drive me like they plan on driving me, that means I'll get a new car about every year. Every year to 14, 15 months. They're already asking me if I was willing to go out of state. Got one on it. I just need him to take it.
Truckiness says, what are you fixing, Ron?
I'm not fixing anything. I'm just sitting here fishing. Yeah, it's a nice ride. It was weird getting into it because it's got like the lane assist. And
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. Did you catch anything?
A hard time.
I went fishing the other day. I got a bass.
Nice. I think I only got one of them through the ice. Maybe two of them through the ice this year. Down there just staring at it. Well, I should have brought my laptop out. I could have done some work while I was here. at this guy.
So, you said the server's back up, Limo? Alright, so yeah, we're testing DayZ server, we are testing
Only Blood says how thick is the ice.
things in my Discord.
22 inches.
We're testing all kinds of things. Or not my Discord. Testing things on my chat. And yeah, this is the, so I told you about Pangea, Lambo. What the fuck? Head down, boss lady. You're not supposed to do that. Ron, stick around for a second. I want you to see something. I want you to test something, alright? Alright, what I want you guys to test. You should see a little icon or something on the stream somewhere called Tangea. Yes, I poop in the ice hole, yes. You should see a little widget or whatever you call it called Pangea. There's something in there that says talk like my voice, talk using my voice or something like that. It's some channel points. If you got channel points, I want you guys to do channel points and then hit that channel point thing and type in something that it would say in my voice. And it will say it in my voice. What the fuck? I spawned in with a fucking... What the hell, Lambo? I spawned in with a tracksuit jacket, fucking suit pants, and a cowboy hat. Yeah, we're checking out Boss Lady's mod powers. Because mod powers should not change just because you change your name in Discord. Or in Twitch or whatever. Yes, moving my ice hole. Okay, let's see if it says it now.
It's a poop in my ice hole.
No, don't do it from fucking Eminem. Do it with the my voice one. Talk in my voice. There's all kinds of fun ones in there. There's ones that you can do for channel points. There's ones that you can do for real Pangea coins. So you actually have to buy some to do those. But I'm just setting it up for channel points. So play around with the ones that are for channel points. Mine will take me somewhere. I know, right? Which he says, I didn't get him. Wait, why do you look like me? Why are you in my character? Yeah, see, it still works, Boss Lady. You're so good. Like I said, that's only Barrick and Scrap that he has to reauthorize you basically when you change your name, I think. I don't know for sure. We got meds in the entranceway. You got meds in the tents. Okay, good. So that's fixed. Where did you have floating shit at before, Lambo? Yeah, it's not you, Boss Lady. You can change your name anytime. It's just when you have to reauthorize your stuff through American. That's why all those different changes came up. Anybody gonna talk in my voice in my chat? You know, look for the little Pangea thing. I didn't hear it. Oh, I bet you it's on that freaking timeout. Let me go look at that real quick. I only can do it every 10 minutes. Okay. place. No, just go to channel points, Lambo. Just go to your channel points and click on it.
There isn't one in your voice, you noob streamer. Get your stuff together. I understand you only stream once every 2 years, but come on, man, get your shit together.
Alright, we got semi-normal. Why aren't you guys why aren't you doing it in my voice? Come on, do it in my voice.
There isn't one in your voice, you freaking noob.
Go into channel points.
Notorious Lucifer 19 says this so borrowing.
First one.
I'm trying to help out another streamer and
There is anyone in your boast, you move streamer, get your stuff together, understand you only stream once a free to use, but come on man, get your shit together.
Wow, really, Ron? Wow. Alright, so why is
Cressel 3320 says a weather.
alright, I give up. He's got somebody else over there to help him. A couple other people. This is so borrowing? Borrowing? What is borrowing? Maybe if you'd have finished school, it wouldn't be so boring.
Big Daddy says no weather found for Cressel 3320.
Alright, Fish, you got 15 minutes, and then I gotta start packing up. Because I have an early day tomorrow. And I have shit I have to bring home. I should see where this battery's at, though. I have to stay out here a little longer. Damn. No, I mean, this hasn't been doing too bad on its own. I gotta bring the might just have to set a boober on that one. Let's see what's at. We'll do this. This meter on this thing is not very accurate at all. Unplug that. See what it says now. Charging 95%. That's why I said it's not very accurate. So that battery's damn near charged. That's good. That's what we needed to see.
Barrican asks, huh?
Oh, OG is streaming, and they were over. He's like, well, you shouldn't have to change stat. You shouldn't have to update anything for mod changes. And it's like, whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. Tomorrow, if I get home at a reasonable hour, knowing that I don't have to work, I'll probably bring the dogs out with me. Get the expedition cleaned out.
He's streaming. Holy shit. Did hell freeze over?
No, he's got some new deal for channel points on his stream. He was testing out. Like you spend channel points on a stream now and have them rap out your message or something.
You don't have to update the bot for mod name changes, but the way the bot is set up, if it sees someone it doesn't know doing mod shit, it gets rammy.
Hey, you act like I give a shit. I love it, but I don't give a shit. It's your system. You do whatever you want to do with it.
Same. I don't can't if the bot get rammy. It's only CPU and RAM.
I forgot my good gloves at home. So that means it's going to be a hurry up, quick load everything in here and get the fuck out of here. Gotta find the factory cap for my generator. So that way nights like tonight I don't have to go through hooking up the bird kit and all that shit.
Ruger wife says I'm always Susan bot never yells at me. WTH.
Boy, they put some knuckles on these bad boys so you don't bust your knuckles turning wrenches. No, in fact, when I was actually turning wrenches, I mainly got these for running cable and
Barracan says cause you have god powers. Big Daddy says at Barracan, Ruger wife currently has administrator permissions.
Ruger wife says lol.
tomorrow's definitely gonna be fun.
Those look like awesome gloves.
I started wearing them when I worked at the diesel shop. I started wearing them because I was taking a starter out of a semi. And I had it in my hands were all greasy. No matter how tight I was squeezing, I dropped the nose cone right on my rib cage and it dislocated two of my ribs.
Budgiebird5 says at Ruger wife you got the power.
So it dislocated two of my ribs, and I say, "Yep, enough is enough." Talked to my Snap-on guy. I said, "Try these gloves out." He said, "If they don't work, they're supposed to be slip resistant and all that shit." The last pair I had for four years, and then when my brother came up to visit, I knew I wanted him to have a set for his truck because he's got an overlanding truck, and I said, "You're going to want a pair of these if you got a stretch cable." and he fell in love with them as soon as he put them on. I mean, there's no breaking them in. They're like perfect. You get the right size for your hand, they're perfect. See? They flex right to your fingers and everything. They don't move around on your hands. They're not insulated at all. They're strictly 100% mechanics gloves, but they got extra stuff where everywhere that it counts. Like right there, that's usually where you bust your knuckles. I mean, I got scars all over my knuckles from busting my hands open, busting bolts loose, wrenches and shit. I still can't wear gloves working on cars. It drives me nuts, but
Ruger wife asks, hey, did you notice Boo was gone from your town?
I didn't even go buy it. It was parked on the other side of the building, so I hadn't seen it. I'm assuming it was because they moved it out by the sign.
Sold it on set.
Nice.
Comfy H82 says, hey Uncle Rano, hope you have been well.
Ruger wife says almost called you to go supervise.
I just remember asking him last winter why he doesn't sell it and get a truck. I ain't never selling this car. The exact words, I ain't never selling this car. Yep. Till you pop that motor.
Comfy HATV2 says, how is the new job going, my friend?
Love it. That fucking wind is gonna sure this ice up good. That wind coming in here, and then it's gonna be sub-zero temperatures tomorrow night. I wouldn't be surprised if we see 24 to at least 24 inches of ice out here. We're already at 22. But I think this weekend I'm gonna go back over to Ruger Wife's Lake. You guys should go dig the old shack
Ruger
out.
wife says he still didn't wanna sell that car. He wanted to throw a motor in and fix steer hit. Dad said, no.
That car's been in trouble since day one.
Comfy HATV2 says, is this still the
Shit shack? What are you talking about? Crack shack? Yes, crack shack.
Ruger wife says yes, sir.
Haven't turned around and seen if they was dumping money in that car for something.
Comfy HATV2 says, I thought that's what you used to call it, lol.
No. We used to call it the Redneck Ice Castle 2.0, and then it became the Crack Shack. And Crack Shack just stuck because my buddy Fatty, he used to have the meth lab
Walleye Akichi Ta says you ready for all the snow.
Oh yeah, I am. Bring it.
Comfy HATV2 says did someone have a chit chat or something, or am I just losing my mind? Chit shack.
You're losing your mind.
Oh boy. Walleye Akichi Ta says I'm heading north to get away from the storm.
Just right into it. Well, you might not get hit so bad. I think it's going to go right underneath where you're at. Might have to change his minnow out. Yeah, I went down there staring at it. No. I got to get going here. I want to stay fishing, but I've got a long drive tomorrow morning. It's normally only an hour and a half, which isn't a big deal, but the problem is with the weather being what it is and the roads being the way they are, I'm going to have a very, very shitty drive tomorrow. Ruger Wife, can you send us out on a raid? You can choose whoever, I don't care. I have to get packed up, I have to get home, let the dogs out, eat dinner. I haven't eaten dinner yet. I literally went home, said goodbye, helped her get her car packed up, and then I got to go home and
John says have a good night, bro.
Ruger wife says Shirley, don't let me see who's on.
okay. I got a very early morning tomorrow. It's supposed to be a half day for everybody, but it looks like I'm the only one. Me and one other guy. The guy that's training me in is going to be working a full day. Oh, that was a big old mark. What are you doing there?
John says at Ruger Wife Outdoors with OG is on.
Yeah, but he's playing video games. My audience isn't really big on people playing video games. That's the issue.
Ruger wife says Riggedy is tying. We go visit.
Okay. All right, everybody. Y'all keep them cold, keep the bottoms up. Sorry for such a short stream, but Got to prove myself in my new job and that I'm going to be worth the money that they're going to pay me. So, with that being said, y'all keep it cold, keep the bottoms up. I greatly appreciate you. And we'll see you again tomorrow night. Go ahead and send it, please.